Hello YouTubers. Okay, so in my last video I was talking about some new technology which I was quite excited about getting. I think sort of a little bit of a background story, I'll try and keep this quick. I get asked quite a lot about Pocket HD camcorders, what software to use, what's a good Pocket HD camcorder to get. So over the weekend I was looking at Pocket HD camcorders and I came across a video from a guy on YouTube who has said that he'd picked up a Philips EasyCam 110 for about 30 or 40 quid, which I thought was, you know, quite good. So then that got me thinking, and I thought, well, last year's cameras, quite a few of them are quite cheap at the moment, and if you get the right place you could get one cheap that's brand new. So I was having a look and I found a few, like a couple of Kodaks, and there was even a couple of Flips as well, and they were quite cheap. And that got me thinking about the Bloggie range. Now, I have always had my reservations about the Bloggie range, mainly because I got a Bloggie, the CM5, and it had this autofocus problem which used to drive me up the wall, and in the end it was the reason why I got rid of it. And from the reviews that I'd seen of the Bloggie range, that hadn't been fixed. So I wasn't really thinking too much about it. But then when the Duo came out last year, I desperately was trying to get hold of the Duo last year because of the dual display. Because I thought that is a genius idea and it's something that I've been wanting on a Pocket HD camcorder for as long as I can remember. It's one of the reasons why I like using my Panasonic DC1, because I'm able to see what I'm recording. On Monday I was having a look at cheap Pocket HD camcorders and I found a Sony Bloggie Duo for 40 quid, and I couldn't believe it. I was like, this has got to be second hand. So I contacted the company, I asked them, is it second hand? They said no, it's sealed up in a box and it can be yours for £40. So I said yes please, thank you please, and it came through the post today. Oh yes, the Sony Bloggie Duo, and I've got to say, so far I've been quite impressed. The audio is okay, it's sort of like the DC1 to be honest. I have been playing around with it sort of since about 3 o'clock this afternoon. I have noticed, and you'll probably notice it as well, that there is a little bit of hunting going on in the background, which is a little bit annoying, but it doesn't affect the focus on my face, so I'm not too worried about that to be honest. I'll let you have a little look at it. There it is. Now for me, let's do it that way. There it is in all its splendour and glory. Ever since I started getting Pocket HD camcorders, I've always wanted to be able to put it on my desk, on that shelf, to be able to record like this. Because for easiness, without having to get a mirror and stick it behind it and have a look to see what I'm recording. One of the reasons why I use the Panasonic a lot is because of its flip out screen. To be able to see what you're recording does make a huge difference. Now, I'm not going to go into a major review of it yet because I've only just got it. So I'm going to do all my tests. I'm going to ask a lot of questions to see, you know, does it live record? Can you record while it's hooked up to the mains and all that sort of stuff. Now what I mean by that is putting a USB plug on the end of that and hooking it up to the mains. I've sort of tried it, but I've got to wait for the battery to die down a bit yet before I'm able to test it properly. So what I'm going to do is do all my tests. I'm going to put a low light test up later on tonight and compare it to the Panasonic DC1. I'll do it in 720p so that you guys can see what it's like. Then I'll do a video where we actually look at all the settings and I'll take you round the actual camera itself so that you guys can see what the camera looks like up close. And then at the end of all the videos I'll do my final thoughts. I am quite excited. So far the quality of the picture, even in low light, is pretty good. Now it's got a flash which you can put on while you're recording, which I think is absolutely brilliant, and as you can see it makes everything a lot better, and you know, for vlogging this is just absolutely perfect. Now the only problem is I can see if you've got the LCD light on as well as the dual display on and the back displays on as well, that could eat a lot of battery power. So we'll have to see how it goes, but so far I've been quite impressed with how this has worked, and I am really glad that I paid £40 for it because brand new in a box, lovely jubbly. So right, I'm going to get on and do my comparisons and get these tests done. Might take me a little bit longer than usual, only because of my health and all that sort of stuff, but I'll try and get all these tests done so that you guys can check them out and so that you can see for yourselves. I know it is a bit of old technology, you know, it's only like a year old, it's not new technology or whatever, but the main reason why I got it is for that dual display, because I think that is a genius idea, and I wish that Kodak and all the other companies had done it as well, because it does make a huge difference. To being able to see what you're recording, it does make a huge difference, and you don't have to faff about with mirrors and changing it all over the place. So there you go. Right, I shall get on and do the tests, and we'll see how it goes. And you know, I am excited, but I'm also a little bit, you know, dubious, because obviously I am a bit of a perfectionist, and knowing what you guys are like as well, you know, we'll see how it goes. But early indications, this does look like it could be quite a good camera. Okay, so but I shall hold off from making any final judgments until I've done all my tests. Alright, next up, low light tests, and then we'll have a look at the camera itself. Okay, that's enough from me. Hope you're having a good evening, and I'll do some more later on. Bye bye for now.